everybody. Alright, I got some new molds and I'm super excited about them. These are, oh my god, words, light bulb molds. Light bulb molds. So this is like a Edison, I guess, shaped light bulb. And then we've got your classic light bulb here. So these are from Resin. And it also came with 4 LED light pieces that you put into the light bulb caps. Came with 10 of these caps. I don't know why it comes with 10 caps and only 4 light pieces, but okay. So, let's see. I'm assuming it goes like this. Oh, what was that? I don't know. Anyway. Yes, it goes like these. Screws into the top, I believe. Or pushes in. Screws in. Okay. And then what you do is after you demold your light bulb, you put one of these in here, and then anytime you touch this, it'll light up, or it's also motion. Like if you shake it, it'll light up. Anyway, for this one, I thought that I would be super simple, super easy. I'm just going to do clear resin, and I've got some dried flowers that I'm going to see how they look. So I've got some rosebuds, some rose petals, and some jasmine flowers. So I think I don't want to struggle to take these out. This looks like that's going to be a pain in the ass to take out. So I think I'm just going to do the Edison bulb for now, and then we'll go from there. Okay? Super simple, super easy. Gonna get my resin mixed up. I'll fast forward pouring it in with the flowers. We'll come back. All that good stuff. So hang tight, guys. Hey guys, this is a gentle reminder to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you can be notified anytime I upload a video. Thanks so much. guys, so as expected, the flowers are floating. So what I decided to do before I poured this resin was I was only going to make like 80 milliliters. So that way I could fill the bottom of it up with more flowers after this is set for a little while. So I'm going to let this set for, I don't know, probably like 2 or 3 hours, just to thicken up enough so that when I put these in, they won't all like coagulate with these. They'll be kind of layers. So we're going to give that a shot. I'm also going to sit here and baby it and try and push the flowers down as it sets. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. All right. It is amateur hour here, and yeah, my microphone died, and I didn't know it, and so I kept recording all about me talking about unmolding this, and the fact that the flowers floated, and it was a big old sticky mess trying to get the flowers to not float. At one point, the resin had cured so much that when I stuck my stick in there to push the flowers down, it just pulled a whole bunch of resin up with it. I'm not a professional, guys, just so you know. So anyway, I am going to attempt to unmold this. It was a pain in the ass. I don't know why I'm talking in present tense. This is past tense. This is voiceover Megan talking to you from the heavens. Down below. So yeah, this was kind of a pain in the butt to unmold, to get it started at least, because the top rim that you see me struggling so hard with did not want to budge. So what I ended up having to do was just kind of go around the mold itself and kind of loosen up the sides and stuff, and that way I could get it started. This wasn't terrible. It wasn't the worst. It definitely was not the crystal candle holder issue. Yeah, see right here you can see I'm kind of going around and just loosening it a little bit. So now I'm going to roll it down like you would roll a tube sock in the 80s, 90s. I guess the 90s were more tube sock time. But anyway, this actually worked. It was super easy to get it out of there that way. And there it is. It has a lot of glitter in it, and the flowers that I put on the second half of pouring obviously floated to the top, and I just don't, you guys, I pride myself on my patience, but I don't have the patience for sitting there and pushing those down too. But as you can see, the cap that you put on the back of it does cover those flowers up. And yeah, I got my fingers stuck in the mold when I rolled it back. And unfortunately, because this is amateur hour, my camera also died while I was in the middle of talking about the how to attach the light. So in order for the light to work with the touch sensor on the bottom, it has to be touching that sensor, obviously, you know, touch sensor. Duh, Megan. Anyway, but people were having issues with it, and I read a lot of messages or reviews on Amazon when I ordered this kit, that the best way to fix that is to attach double-sided tape to the actual light board itself, the LED board, and to attach it into, basically to glue it into that lid, but not use glue, use double-sided tape. I also showed my X-Acto knife because I went around the edges and cleaned up the edges and cleaned up the excess flour that was sticking out, so that way it would sit flatter. So right now, basically, I'm just taking some red line tape, which is very sticky double-sided tape, and I'm going to place that on the back of the light fixture, and you can see that it works. You can see it kind of glowing there. And what that's going to do is just kind of keep it attached to that touch sensor lid. So yeah, it would have been great if I had realized that my microphone battery had died and I wouldn't have to do this voiceover, because you know, I don't really like doing voiceovers that much, especially when I've already spoken about the thing that I'm currently doing in the video. I'm tapping the light on the thing on the table just to see if it falls out, and it didn't fall out. It was perfectly fine. And yeah, as you can see, it lights up perfectly. It does it two ways. It's touch sensor on the back, but also if you shake it, it's got a motion sensor in it as well for lighting up, and it turned out really, really pretty. I really do like the way that it looks. It's not my best work, but it was an experiment with the mold, also with the kit itself. I definitely learned that I should not be messing around with flowers in this, because I don't have the patience for it. And I hope you guys can still hear me now that the light is off on the video. But yeah, you can see it glow in the dark, and it's, you know, it does its job. There's a lot of glitter. That's mostly glitter that you're seeing. There are a few little bubbles towards the bottom of it, or I guess the lighting kit part of it, but they're very minimal. And yeah, that's basically it. Stick around for the glamour shots, guys. I'm going to go ahead and let the rest of this ride. I'm just basically talking about the bubbles and trying to find them at this point, and then going, oh yeah, here we go. I found them. Oh, here I go. I'm pointing them out. There you go. 4 little itty bitty bubbles. You can't really tell. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for allowing me to experiment with this. This was a fun kit, I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to stick with colors and glitters and that kind of stuff in it from now on. I think I'm going to steer clear from things that float. Oh yeah, I also had an idea for some metal gears that I have sitting around for a different project that I'm probably going to try in it. Oh, there I go. And I'm using the light bulb to show you the metal gears, because, you know, I'm fancy like that. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we're gonna roll into the glamour shots.